What is traffic responsive? How do you set it up? My name is Matt Zinn, and that's what I'm going to walk you through in this video. Traffic responsive is the controller's ability to look at certain conditions and adjust the timing of the controller a little bit to handle those either expected or not expected situations and adapt to those situations. It's not adaptive. Adaptive usually requires multiple intersections all tied together. This is per intersection, so it's adjusting to what's happening at the intersection and not along a corridor. We have traffic responsive and we have adaptive. We're only going to talk about traffic responsive at this point. Basically, there's several conditions in the cabinet or in the controller that we will need to set up. We'll find those conditions or those programming features in phase timing. So we go to our controller, we go to 2 for phases and 1 for timings. We scroll down a little bit until we find where we start to see added initial. All these features require good detection of some kind, whether it is video detection, radar, whether it is loop detection. We have to have good detection. Primary operation of any good operating intersection is fully operational detection. So make sure your detection set up first. Then you need to have advanced detectors. So some detectors upstream a little bit from the intersection. We'll need to have good stop bar detectors. We'll need to have left turn through detectors. We'll need them all. All right. So once we have all the detectors set up, all programmed into the controller the right way, what we're going to start to look at is our added initial. This is added time to the minimum green time based on how many cars are coming up to the intersection during the red. All right. So as we see these cars come up, we can start counting them, and then we can start adding additional green time to the minimum green time. And at some point, there is a cap, and that's the max initial time, which is the next one. Then we can also look at what we need to do for green time based on time before reduction or cars before reduction. So this is once the light is turned green, we're going to start timing, either timing or counting cars in an opposing phase, determine when we can start to reduce our gap. We have a minimum gap time and a maximum gap time, and what we'll look at is what time we're going to start to reduce that gap time. We use time before reduction or cars before reduction. That's what TBR is and CBR. And then once we decide to start to reduce, how fast are we going to reduce that time? And that's time to reduce. So we're going from a maximum gap time to a minimum gap time, and it's the slope of that reduction. So we can reduce by how much time, and that's in tenths of a second. And then we also have our minimum gap time that we're going to set up. That is basically our traffic responsive. Once we've done that, then we can adjust our minimum green times, our gap times, and our max initial times. That is traffic responsive in a nutshell. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos like this in the future as we address some of your frequently asked questions. To learn more, or if you have any other questions, please visit the Swarco McCain website.